Oh my god, my mic was muted. Jesus Christ, I'm the fucking worst. That's the second time. Oh my god. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I see a couple of messages like in the chat, like why hasn't he looked at the chat for that long? I'm looking at the camera for you guys. I think that it's better to look at the camera. Motherfuckers. All right. I can't believe you guys didn't tell me earlier. No, I'm just kidding. So let's get back into this. All right. Let's recap everything that I just talked about and waste another 3 minutes of you guys' lives. So, woo! First of all, I started off with hello friends. Hope you guys are having a good day. I finally fixed my stream. So on Friday I was gonna do a double hitter, but my stream ended up messing up. And for this weekend I couldn't figure out how to fix it. Today I unplugged it and plugged it back in like 6 times. Broke my computer once, and then it just magically worked about an hour before the stream started. So congratulations to me for fixing my capture card problem. I don't understand why it keeps happening, but I finally fixed it. Vlogs. I talked about vlogs and how I promised to do a couple of them. There's like I was gonna do one about how the how my allegiance situation went and what my goals are for the future. I decided that I'm going to condense it into a smaller vlog where I don't talk about allegiance. I feel like there's nothing to gain about talking about allegiance. I said I'd do a vlog, but that's only because I was kind of just like tilted about how the team situation went. But figured I might as well just skip that. But I will talk about what my plans were while on Allegiance, before I left Allegiance, and then going into this next season. So whenever I get my team, whenever I have a solidified four, I'll do that as an announcement video probably. Also, I did karaoke. Fuck. Um, let's back this up a little bit. So I got engaged recently. I was gonna do a vlog on that, talk about like some funny things that happened uh, before, during, after. I ended up doing karaoke that night while like semi-drunk, so I have a video of that. It's terrible quality, but I was thinking about uploading that, and that would be fun. Not quite sure though, so I'm still kind of nervous about that. All right, so we're doing a Coliseum CTF on Stress's gameplay. I believe this is a scrim. Actually, let me check real quick. Yes, this was a scrim. So I'm really excited to do these types of games because I know Stress. Like I know he's been in the AMP scene for a little while, and I'm happy to do gameplays like his because I know he's a really strong player and he's on a pretty strong team. And to go over his gameplay is exactly what I wanted to do with these reviews, where I go over someone who knows how to shoot, who knows how to move around the map, like doesn't miss jumps that often. And so I get to talk about the general gameplay rather than just like he's losing because he's missing shots. So I'm really happy that I'm able to go over these gameplays. So Coliseum CTF. I have made it myself a rule now to where I'm going to introduce you guys to the game a lot. Like I'm gonna no, it's not introduce. I know it's not introduce. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna include you guys in the game a lot more. I'm gonna ask you guys questions, and I always want to, but I think the last two times that I've done my reviews, I haven't been able to use you guys. So now I'm just gonna basically create a rule for myself that says, hey, I'm gonna turn to the chat whenever this happens in the game. So for this game, I'm going to do it on flag runs. When he first touches the flag, whether it's in their base or whenever he picks it up in like the middle of the map, I'm going to pause the game, ask you guys where he should go, and then we'll figure out where he went and how well it worked out. So with all that out of the way, my mic is not muted. We are getting into the game. That's not the game. That's the game. Woo! All right. Stress. Let's take a drink. Oh my god, talking for 8 minutes is terrible. Alright, goes for scatter. As a team, in a team-oriented game, this is kind of a weird a weird play because you're fighting 3v4. You're fighting 3v4 for sniper, and for rockets. So there's going to be a good there's going to be an advantage somewhere on the map for your opponents, but you're giving up that advantage to grab the scatter and go to their base. So doing this makes it a different game for your opponents. They've done the starting strat time and time again, and they've practiced they practiced it basically. So when you get to their base, that's something that no one really ever does. So they're gonna have to like basically change it up. They're gonna have to throw an audible because of what you're doing. So that guy Rocket Street like has to like be wary of you, and while you just kind of leave. Oh shit! He pulls the flag window. Where does he go, guys? This is gonna be a terrible one because I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this one. But yeah, I think I went too far. If I back it up like 3 seconds, I get to ask this question a lot more happily. But guys, he pulled the flag. Where's he gonna go with this? As he's like looking. Rocket side. Grass to blue maze. Alright. I can see it. Doesn't try the ground pound. Just get it to his silver. What? Guys, look where he's looking. No, so his teammates died at snipe side. His only teammate is rocket side. So what he's gonna do right here is throw it out to bottom mid. He might take it himself, but I think the best play right here is just to throw it out bottom mid. And then if you've got a scatter in their base, like them sending one guy back to kill you isn't gonna work. They have to take some time to actually clear you out of the base. So I think that's the best play here. And let's see what he does. Precisely. And then his teammate has rockets, and like he hasn't gotten weak or spotted or anything. Like no one top cat has shot him, so he's gonna try and make a weird play. But then he sees the flag guy and he's like, oh shit, what's going on here? And then ends up going down. I think he could have played that a little bit better, but I can't really fault him for anything he did, like, generally. So, happy with what he did there.
Blue flag return. Blue flag reset.
So yeah, throwing it out bottom mid here. Let's Case run the flag. I think if he could have gotten the flag into trenches, this would have been a lot safer flag run for Case. So I think that's a small problem that could have been fixed, but no biggie, no biggie. Going for this flag. All right, where does he run this flag? Does he fight this guy sniper? There's a guy in his window that his teammate's actually fighting, or does he just like forget everything and run the flag rocket corner? This is a really good one, because this could go any which way. Look at this. Look at this sniper shot. Holy shit. I can't get it. Ooh, you guys have some difference of opinions here. Thrust back and throw it to window. Better kill the sniper first. He should leave the flag and slay first. Tries to throw it up window. That's a good idea. Looks like he's gonna try and run it instead of challenge. Yeah. Thrust back and go corner. Yeah. So he already used his thrust? Yeah, he did already use his thrust. I think it's coming back here in a quick moment, though. Yeah, let me replay this, actually. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Alright. This is where it was, right? No? No. Because... Oh my god, what's going on? No, this is crossfade. I'm going on stress. Holy shit, what's going on? I'm freaking out, guys. Where's he at? Alright, theater mode, guys. I can't go on to Stress's point of view until he respawns, and then he just like wouldn't let me go on to it. Alright, so let me give my opinion. I think he's gonna run the flag rocket corner. He's gonna shoot the sniper a little bit, so he's not just gonna like YOLO the flag and throw it to rocket corner. I think he's just gonna try and like grab the flag and then shoot the sniper and try and move back with the flag. And I think that's the best play as well, because his teammates are spawning rocket corner. His opponents are on his cave, so his team's gonna continuously spawn rocket corner. So even though his opponents have control of the map, so let's pause it again before this happens. So it's a 3v3. If he goes down, it's gonna be a 2v3, but that's fine as long as you get this rocket corner, because I assume that his teammates are going to spawn there, so it's going to be again a 3v3, and then they're going to have numbers eventually. But the thing is, it's going to be a 50-50 battle because his opponents have control, so they're going to get a basically a 5-4 lead for kills. So yeah, he uses his thrust. He's going to have a thrusting in a couple of seconds, so as long as he doesn't get sniped here, this should be a pretty good situation for him in my opinion. So again, I think he should go to rocket corner. He throws it fountain. Alright, guys. Let's see how that works out. Yeah, so everything that I just talked about how his teammates are going to spawn corner and how they're going to have a numbers advantage because of it, he just throws it fountain. Sorry, I should work on being like less mean. I'm being like sarcastically mean because that was a high pressure situation. So like that happens in games. If you want to be the best, you can't make those mistakes. But you also can't fault him. He's a really strong player. Like that's what I do in the like that's the reason that I am a little bit like sarcastically mean, is because these are strong players. So they should know, or they should be able to like perform a lot better. That's not what I meant to say. They're going to perform better than the average players. So when they make these mistakes, I really have to highlight them. Is how I should say it. Alright, so going to rocket corner. He missed his jump to front base. I assumed that he was going front base. And then going rocket corner. This is a really weird situation because his teammate is now rocket corner with him. So this is going to be a fun push for him and his team. It's just up to his teammates to stay alive in his team's base. So this is a really good positioning by Stress. He is using this wall. So instead of just running in straight, because he has a teammate behind him, he's using this wall. It's where if anyone peeks out, they're going to see his teammate first, and then he's going to be able to pressure. Watch this. Oh! Oh my god, that's such a good play. I mean, it didn't work out because his opponent's positioned really well. That guy wasn't like all the way out in the open. So that's a good play by both parties. I just really like that play from Stress. And it's just such a small thing. Such a small thing that just like he's a Halo player. Alright, a little bit awkward shots. Alright, running this flag. Where is he going to run this? Not going to give you guys too long. I think he's going to run at bottom rockets. I didn't tell you guys that. You guys can still give your own opinions. But yeah, killing two players is 3 dead. He's just going to run it straight to the corner side of the map where his teammate is. And his teammates at snipe side is going to try and do some stuff. Alright, we're good. Let's go. And a really solid flag run there from Stress. Let's actually watch that again. So good shots there. He's down a shot here. Well, down a shot, but then he gets first shot, so he makes up for it. Wins the battle, and then instantly goes for the flag run. This is so good. I didn't get to like talk about this because I was focusing on like pausing the film, but that is so strong. The fact that he is confident enough to be no shields and realize that like if he touches this flag while no shields and gets his shields back, it's a cap. You know what's not a cap? Him waiting for his shields to get back and then eventually running the flag once his opponents like try to slay him out. And then this is a risk reward situation that I really love talking about. So he's taking the risk where he could go 0 for 1 here. Like I would say like 50% of the time, maybe a little less than that, he's just gonna die. And the people watching are gonna be like, oh, why did he go for the flag there? Like like I don't know if he's a really good player because a good player wouldn't have died there. No, like if you wait for your shields to get back and don't run this flag, your opponents are going to spawn up. They're going to push basement. They're going to have grenades on that flag. You're not going to be able to run it, and then it's going to be just a fight for the flag again. So that's just such a good play. Like that's so subtle, but such a good play. The other thing is I talked about this a couple of times in my I have a RyaNoob review or no I have a RyaNoob tips on this running the flag. If you want to run the flag the most efficient way, you want to sprint, jump, and pick up the flag at the same time. Toss the flag, then start sprinting before you hit the ground, and you'll have a full-on sprint. You know the Spartan charge. You're able to Spartan charge, and but if you slide, it's a little bit slower, and especially sliding up ramps, it's a lot slower. So that's my biggest gripe about that flag run. But other than that, pretty strong. I think I wasted a little bit too much time on that. About a minute and a half into the game, and we are 20 minutes past 6. Suckers. You guys are here for a long haul. Good fight there. Oh! Look at this. His entire team is dead. He got one. His teammates got one. Rockets, you're up in 10 seconds. This is going to be a fun one. So this one relies on his teammates to make callouts where the last two players are going to go. If one guy goes to Rocket side, I think Stress needs to work his way back to Snipe and then try to help his teammates for Rockets. Look. Alright, so let's try and look at where the players are. So there's a guy Blue Maze, and there's a guy at Snipe waiting to like fight the guy on Snipe ramp. So this, and because of callouts, this is a good play from Stress. He's staying alive in cave. He's not moving out. If he moves to Snipe, he just dies to the two players there. But if one of them goes for Rockets, then his team kind of loses. You had a thrust. You had a thrust, Stress. Could have like wasted another 3 seconds of his opponent's time by hiding in cave with the thrust. I always gotta harp on people for not using the thrust, guys. Always gotta do that. I like this confident play. Ooh, 2 dead. Alright. 2 dead, one's running the flag and one is on their flag because there's a grenade right here. I don't know if you guys can hear game sounds very well, but so Stress knows where all 4 players are at. Caius has rockets. He's gonna cut off the flag. All Stress needs to do right here is not die. Good play. This is really strong play right here. And they got the flag return. Great stuff. Now they're, because Stress didn't die in a stupid way, now they're able to push back into the flag. I think this little spot could have been used. So Stress jumped out of window. I don't want to hit the back button. So Stress jumped out of window. If you thrust onto this spot, you can like kind of make plays, but I guess he would have died to corner anyway. But I think that could have been a weird play that he could have made that would have worked out. But other than that, like, great play. It just didn't work out this time, but I really enjoyed watching that. Stuff. Oh! Oh my god. Sorry, I love this play. Like, Stress is, besides that one missed flag throw, Stress is showing why he's such a strong player. He's not like, he's making some small mistakes. He's not hitting some jumps. But look at his reaction time. So while he's getting this kill, like as soon as he dies, look at that. That guy appears on the radar for like a split second. And he turns around instantly to fight him. Doesn't get the kill, but he's giving himself the opportunity to get the kill. And that's all you can ask for. Great shots. Could have placed that grenade better. His teammates end up like stopping the flag, but he could have been like the safety net. Then getting shot in the back. That's fine. That's completely fine. So overall, Stress again, like I said before, just showing like why he's such a strong player. So some solid standard Halo play right here. Not like right here he's dishing out more damage than he's taking, and because of that he's able to do whatever he wants. So when he was fighting from cave, he wasn't like fighting all the way poked out. Oh shit. He wasn't fighting like all the way out to where if someone shoots him, they're going to shoot him 3 to 4 times. Like I've talked about similarly in past or Coliseum games, where if you want to take a fight, you take a fight like right next to a wall, so that when they start shooting at you, you back up. Then they look at someone else, then you come back out, like just that little bit. So stress show it like again, doing some really small stuff that is able to like he's able to take control of snipe because of that small stuff. Ooh, missing that headshot. That's not good. All right. Let's. I usually like hate talking about. I usually hate talking about fights. Like I'll be like, oh, he either won or lost the fight, but let's talk about how he could have benefited himself before or after the fight happened. But this time this is the one thing that I can gripe on about the fight, and it's in actuality, you know. So his opponents missed the flag, if I am seeing things correctly. So yeah, he misses the flag, so they're gonna have to go back for this. I don't mind. I don't mind the push to here, and then once he wins this battle as well versus this shoddy guy. But I think that this little spot, this little nook right here, it's not really specifically this nook, but it's the idea that you're sitting in this spot so that your opponent has to come out rather than fighting to get into cave and still seeing you. He has to actually come out to here to kill you. And that opens up the possibility for your teammates to take action. So when he doesn't do this, when you poke back out to here, your opponent can just get into cave, which he doesn't end up doing, but he can get into cave. And then that would have caused so much problems. Oh, he does end up staying alive though. So again, I think you could have just hit a little bit more closer to the wall. That's it. Love the confidence that he knows he can just like run up here. Missing a couple of shots, but again, I don't like talking about that. Oh, you can fast forward again. I just noticed that. Accidentally noticed that. I haven't fast forwarded since the new update came out. Alright, so the flag got returned. There's no reason to desperate this touch. Alright, so he got the touch. What's he gonna do, guys? Haha. If you want, here, actually, I'm gonna replay it, so I'm gonna give you guys some times. If you guys were paying close attention, you can talk about it, but I'm just gonna go to his point of view now. What does he do with this flag, guys? Top mid. Nice. You guys have some good answers. I like your guys' answers. So, he already used his thrust. Person shooting from Rocket Street, but look, KS is fighting that guy already. Grenade coming in, so this is a really good idea to just like go behind the corner, force him to throw the grenade, and then start running it. Gives your teammate a chance to get the kill. Go DMR to Maze. So he's one shot, so this is going to be a really hard flag run no matter what he does. Back up. Gonna try and ground pound it to grass. But anyway, in my opinion, I think he's just gonna like try and desperate the flag. He can throw it either BR or bottom grass. I don't think it matters too much in this situation. I think his teammates have a decent amount of control. Look, there's a guy Maze with rockets. There's a guy top rocket. So I think what he needs to do is just get it to BR or get it to bottom grass. I think all of you guys are correct with this. Doesn't matter which way he goes as long as he gets the flag out of the window. So yeah, he throws it bottom grass and ends up dying. Gets no scope somehow, and his team just like dies. I don't understand that. That actually probably should have gone a lot better, but it didn't. So I like that. I like that play from Stress, and I like all of your guys' answers. You guys are all correct. Again, I don't really like talking about just like mistakes like that. Just like dying because of a small like misstep in your like how you're running around. I mean, I do, just not that one specifically. I think that was a fine, just like unfortunate death. And again, like that was just one of those standard Halo deaths that I don't need to talk about, where he just got into fights and could never really get. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh my goodness, I've never seen that one. That rock does not look like you can thrust off of it. Ooh. Did the guy top rockets die in that flag run? No. He just ended up being the last guy alive. Alright, so your teammate's out at snipe. Look where your other teammates are at. Alright, so there's 2 dead at least. Like, on one hand, not the worst ever, but on the other hand, the worst ever. Let's just watch this one more time and see if there's anything different he could have done. So like he sees this guy and his teammates aren't pushing in yet. They're top rockets. Like Stress's job is just to stay alive. He doesn't end up staying alive. I think that's as simple as we can put it. He could have thrusted back to Maze here, went up to BR and helped his teammate in window. Like his teammates are blocking corner spawns, so him pushing into cave is blocking cave spawns. They're gonna spawn back to base. The flag's not gonna be able to be ran, so I think Stress made a pretty had a pretty average death right there. And I don't mean average as in like it happens. I mean average as in like an average player death, like an average skilled player death. That's what the pros have started calling it. Like, don't have any average deaths. Don't get like grenaded, like, you know. Don't get grenade headshot just randomly. Cut out deaths like that. And that's what I would call that, is an average death. That one too. Doesn't know his opponent has scatter, but when his opponent's like kind of running around without fear, you need to kind of play the not just like YOLO at him kind of play, but again, not too important. If he doesn't have a scatter there, you can definitely mess around with him a lot. Not watching crossfade. Ooh, nice little spot there. Gets stuck on the rock so that the guy behind him couldn't see him, or the guy in front of him isn't going to be putting his crosshair there. So good play there. No, shoot the sniper! Oof. Once that sniper started looking at you, he shot him. Lucky he didn't get sniped, but this is good. This is really good gameplay. Like a little bit slow, but yeah, you let Silence get away and help his team. If you make sure to stay on radar with Silence. So let's back it up. Go forward. All right, so Silence is running away to snipe here. If you jump up, like look, he's running away. If you jump up onto the rocks and you see him like running away on your radar, then you can go up to top snipe really fast. And because you don't go up to top snipe really fast, that guy's not one shot Maze going fountain. He's like 3 shots. Your teammates are gonna die to him. Look at that. Oh, that was perfectly put. That was a perfect example. So yeah, again, don't go chasing this guy. Like, it's not chasing him, it's just having the pressure put on him. If Silence runs away, you're right there putting shots in his back, which you kind of were, but you could have been a lot faster. What the fuck is that guy doing? The fuck was that guy doing? The fuck are you doing? Alright, going back up to flag here. This is really good. This is a really good choice, because going basement to fountain, you're gonna get stuck by those guys going snipe ramp and BR. You're just gonna be stuck fountain. Sometimes it's really good to go basement to fountain and fighting from there, because you get to fountain first. But if they get to your snipe ramp or to your BR while you're just getting to fountain, which could definitely happen, both of those situations could happen. But the safer play here is to go back to the window. Oh, that sucks so much. 343, please fix. Really? Oh my god. So right when he spawns, he knows what he wants to do. He doesn't like look snipe. Hey, maybe I want to go there. He's like, all right, where did I spawn? Where am I facing? Let's go rocket corner, like instantly, just to make sure that the flag, if the flag guy kills that guy corner, then he's right on his ass. Like, just I love the fact. I love it when players are able to just make their decision right when they respawn of where they want to go. And this is good too. Going back, you have a 2-0 lead. Going back to your flag, at least like being here for your team rather than getting stuck at snipe ramp. It's again strong play.
Blue flag taken.
All right, so he got 1 kill. I think he's gonna pull the flag here. Let's talk about this. So there's 2 dead. One's about to respawn. What's going through his mind right now? Like, is he pulling this flag? Is he scared of this guy that's gonna spawn corner? What's he do? I honestly don't know. I'll give my opinion, but I honestly don't know what the choice is. Yeah, guy's gonna spawn rocket side. He's gonna run it window. All right. Throw grass, kill spawner. So like run it out window and then like turn around. All right. Claps on the side of the map where his teammates are gonna be. If his teammates die, leave flag window to slay stall. That's a good idea as well. Pulls the flag towards teammates at snipe. So let's look at where his teammates are. So his teammates are all on his side of the map. He's making this. This is nice bum gemmas. This is a really high risk, high reward type of play right here. So if he's able to get this flag out, like if he dies, oh well. No, it's a low risk, high reward. So he's taking the risk where if he dies, oh fucking well, like they killed him on their side of the map and there's 4 minutes left with a 2-0 lead. But if he gets the flag out, there's a chance at a 3-0 right here. So like this is a really good that's a really good point to make, is this is a high risk or low risk, high reward type of play right here. If he's able to pull the flag. Otherwise, he's just getting into their bait. Like the idea that he got into the base at all is really strong. So jump up on stand, see if you can pull out spawners or a threat. Great idea. So let's see what he does. Exactly. Like gets up onto the flag stand. 2 of his teammates die at snipe side. Window and snipe. So his last guy's rocket side. I think this is where the idea changes. He's gonna be able to, like, I mean, I don't want to stop it for every time that he. I think where I stopped it was a really good point to do, because we got to talk about all the situations. If his teammates die, run it to his other teammate. Stay alive in their flag. Like basically the same thing that happened on his first life. He's gonna get the flag out and he's gonna stay alive. So let's see what he does. Like, all right, there are so many things to talk about right there. Exactly, Chad. You fucking hit it on the nail on the head. That shouldn't have worked. Where are the other players? Exactly. All right, not the fact that he got it to window. Sure, he can get it to window there, but he should be fucking dead. Let's go. I want to see what happened here.
Flag taken.
How do I fucking turn on? Oh, there it is. What? Hold on a second. What?
Red flag taken.
Oh, alright. So, they got the... A lot of shit's not happening on the kill feed. So his teammates didn't just die, they got trades, and there's one guy running the flag. Alright. It ended up working. But yeah, he should, like, be getting shot right now, but they spawned sniper ramp. Alright. So from first glance, that shouldn't have worked, but I think the kill feed fucked up, and there's like 1 or 2 kills that just didn't show up. Good play. Really good job staying alive, like shooting across map, even though it's kind of awkward. Forcing that kill ended up working out. He could have died instantly from corner, and then it would have been like a 1v2 to stop the flag recup. Throw it out. Nice play. Great stuff. Great stuff. So those are the stats so far. 12 kills, like looking at everyone else's kills, 12 is pretty average. Let's turn off the camera. Player outlines. So I like hiding there. I think that he's being a little bitch though. I think run it like once you're there, you can get a free kill and then just like do whatever you want. But him running away there is kind of a bitch move right there. Like he could have controlled snipe side for his team very easily, but he just kind of like leaves. Whatever. Oh! Disaster going on in the flag. Yeah. I mean, things could have gone a lot differently there. I don't think we need to take time to go over that. I think this is a mistake. Yeah, this is definitely a mistake. I mean... Alright, it ends up working out. Here, we'll pause it and go back to this. It ends up working out, but I think that was a mistake. Come on. Alright. So he spawns here. Look where his teammates are. Like, alright, rockets are up in 3 seconds. His teammates are coming up off spawn behind him. So they can get snipe control and then focus on getting rockets and then focus on pushing in. But instead, because he goes snipe ramp, like everything has to work out for him.
2 minutes left.
Like if that guy BR like should be hearing these shots and turning around right now. But like KS gets a beatdown kill. And then you end up finishing the one shot, and then there's a guy just one shot window not looking at you. Like everything just fucking went well for you. That doesn't make any sense at all. I think he should have went catwalk, looked at rockets, looked at BR, like killed anyone BR, but yeah. No, it's not a mistake to get 3 people down. It's a mistake to put himself in the position that he did, but it ended up working out, is what I'm saying. So let's fast forward, try and get onto his point of view. So again, right here, rockets are coming up in 2 seconds. Your opponents are coming off spawn. You pushing down a snipe ramp should be a free kill for your opponents. But because things just work out for you, things just work out. But if things didn't work out, then like his teammates are fighting from a position that they didn't need to be fighting in. If he goes cat, that guy red BR is like he can't do anything. And then like everything else proceeds as normal. But because he goes snipe ramp and like the guy red BR is just like out in La La Land and just dies to case, it ends up working out. Like, yeah, 3 guys weren't dead when he began pushing. Like, there's just a one-shot window, not like completely oblivious. There's a guy red BR, completely oblivious to him just shooting his teammates in the back. Like that shouldn't have worked out the way it did. And then, all right, he starts running it. Where does he run it, guys? This should be the last cap because that was 3 dead. But does he run it bottom rockets? Does he run it? Does he do the window thing again? Looks like he might be setting up for the window thing again. Or does he run it to BR with his teammate? And let's talk about why this time. So as this is probably the last play of the game, let's talk about why. Runs it bottom mid rocket side, or bottom mid grass side, or just bottom mid to front his base. Cross top mid because YOLO, I like that. So yeah, it looks like he's not running the flag to BR. Window if they get the 4th kill. Yeah, it looks like they're going to get the 4th kill because the 4th kill should be in this area. Yeah, right there. And his teammates are right there and right there. Looking at that guy, so good. trench because his teammate's there. Bottom rocket. So he's gonna run the flag rockets to corner. This guy at his opponent's BR, Case, he's gonna go back to his BR, like catwalk BR, somewhere around there, so that his opponents can't just run snipe ramp and cut the flag guy off. Window to window again. I think he's gonna run it window to window. I think the safer play is to just run it bottom rockets, like sprint, throw it out to window where he's going, like, and then just ground pound it into trenches right here, and then just run it up to rocket corner. But I think he's gonna go window to window. Lag? Double lag? Holy shit. And then again, he's slide running it up ramps instead of jump thrust. Like you jump and let go of the flag, or jump and grab the flag at the same time, let go before you land, and then hit sprint again. And then he ends up capping it. So congrats to Stress in his gameplay there. So I saw a couple of people talking about the idea of there's people are sending me like wins, like they won 3-1. I'm getting a couple of games from players. Like they don't usually players don't just send me one game. They'll send me a couple, and then I pick the one that I want to go over the most. And I think that this was a good choice to go over. I think he ends up going like 14 and 18 this game. Some pretty average stats, but they end up winning 3-1, and it could have gone either way. And the idea isn't like I'm talking about why they're losing. I'm talking about what the good and bad things that they're doing is. I don't want to just go over a game where they go 0-3 and like lose in 7 minutes and like why did we lose? Well, they were just better. No, I get to talk about the cool, the ugly, like everything about the games. So let's talk about this last flag run really quick. So he knows where the last guy is. He should be ground pounding this bottom mid. Do you think he could have? Where does he get shot from? Wow, rocket corner. Yeah, if you just jump up and let's ah. All right. So grab it. Don't slide, but then you just like kind of jump. Like you walk up this thing, and then jump and ground pound. If you do that, the flag will end up bottom rockets if you die. If you end up staying alive, you go really fast to bottom rockets. So I think that's the better play. But yeah, when you throw it, come on, Stress. When you throw it, you got to make sure that you're getting these flag runs down. Like, look, it almost gets you killed twice. Against better teams, you're dead, and that flag like might not be capped because of it. You might lose the game eventually because you just messed up a little bit on your flag runs. So, guys, iron your shit out. If you're a good player, please make sure that you've got like you don't fuck up at all in these flag runs like that. All right, so with the end of the game, I always enjoy doing questions. If you guys have any questions about specific parts in the game that you guys would like me to go back and watch and like look a little bit more into, feel free to let me know. If you guys have questions on the overall RyaNoob reviews or basically anything in general about that, let me know. And I usually do a little bit of a wrap up, but I think I just wrapped it up pretty well right there. Again, very strong player. I get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly from his game, and there was a lot of good, some bad, a couple uglies, but overall really strong player and really showed it this game. Even though he only went 14 and 18, he was the main flag guy, and I mean I don't like to say that, but he was the one like putting himself in the position to where like if things go well, his team like because he's in that position, his team's gonna benefit from it, and I think everyone can see that from his gameplay this game. So great stuff. Where do you send me the link? Says Sebastian. No. Fuck, I forget which one everyone was. Alright, so where do you guys send the videos? So on here, let me actually I think this is the link. So review. So if you guys are watching from YouTube, go to my videos and the video called RyaNoob Vlog RyaNoob Review. I talk about how you are able to send the link, and it's pretty simple stuff. So go watch that, and then if you want to send me the link either through Twitter or through YouTube comments. I don't really respond to YouTube comments as well as I do to Twitter, so I'd prefer it there, but you can do anything. Ah, yes, Sebastian is Dualitat. Got it right. Dragoniac, Dualitat, and Black. Got it. Perfect. All right. Is there any point where you would do a window-to-window run? It's mostly like a high risk, high reward. You can kind of leave it out in the open for your teammates, or you can run it window to window. Window, like, sure, there are times to run it window to window, but that's something that you have to practice and trying to figure out when to do it. It's hard to just like say I'm gonna do it this time. Like I know Randa, I think, was doing it a lot back in like late 2015, early 2016, where he would just do that run like he would say I'm gonna do this run, and then 5 seconds later he does it. I don't think that's the way to do it. Whatever. uh, did you did the two reviews you were planning from chat get axed due to the stream issues on Friday? I wasn't planning on doing them from chat. I ended up doing one video from chat, maybe two. But I didn't upload the video to YouTube. I didn't upload the video to YouTube, so that was my problem. Um, yeah, like I haven't uploaded that video to YouTube. I should do it right whenever I get done with this, but I'm super busy. Oh, great question. Oh, I love this. Spider-Manning asks, the guy at BR who didn't hear the gunfire behind him. Same issue I'm having. General advice to improve awareness. So, this is not a simple answer. But the fact that you asked the question is just it's the start of something. It's the idea that like intelligence isn't knowing things. It's knowing that you don't know everything. So knowing that you have a problem with this is the start of you understanding how to fix like how to get good at that. It's not understanding how to get good at it. It's the idea that you're going to get good at it. So in order to fix that, you just have to focus on it. A lot of players just go into matchmaking and they'll say, "I want to win this game. How do I win this game? I play my best. I shoot well." If you want to fix something, if you want to become a better player, you go into a game and you say, "I want to count where all four players are on the map at all times based on sounds, based on sounds, based on sounds, and based on sight." And general guessing of spawn system. So you say, all right, I know where that guy, and that guy is because like I see them, and then I think this guy is coming off spawn, and then I hear shots coming from this side. Like that's what you gotta focus on in your games, and then you'll steadily get better at it, and then you can put that into your regular game just by practicing that. But the idea is that you have to practice it. You can't just play the game and say to yourself, "Well, I need to get better at that." Well, yes, you have to get better at that, but how are you going to do that without actually practicing it? So that's it. You just go into games and practice it. You do have to have a decent headset. Obviously, one that plays sounds like from your left in your left ear and from the right in the right ear, and then you just got to get better at it. Would you ever consider coaching? I don't like coaching. I feel like one-on-one coaching for me is really a weak suit because I don't enjoy it. I don't think I do a good job, and so putting those two together, it's like for me to do it, I'd want an insane amount of money, but it's not worth the amount of money that like I would charge for it. So I don't think it's a good idea to do that. So Ali C, I think I'm gonna look for a better one. I think there's like a couple of reasons why I didn't want to review your Fathom game. Not like, it's not because of you. It's just like I believe there was a couple of stat lines that I just like didn't want to go into because I've talked about it on stream. I don't want to go over games that have like people who are like negative 2.0, like 10 and who go 10 and 20. Like that's the reason you lost, not because of how you played. It was just like you can't rely on your teammates to do things for you. Balance it, yeah, that's a good question as well. Are pros actually conscious about all of these things, even in the heat of the game? Yes and no. So the really strong players are like they don't think about things. They just do things. And that's how you have to be at the top level. You can't go into a game and think about what you have to do and all that. Like you can go into scrims and think about what you have to do, but when you're actually in a big game, sometimes you can stop and think about it, but most of the time it's like I have to go into the spots that I need to go in based off my understanding of playing the situations out so many times. I mean, they've got their individual awareness down to where like they don't fuck up. Like if someone's shooting to your left, like if your opponent's shooting behind you, you know that's your opponent. They turn around most of the time. But based on where they want to go, they don't think about it. They just do it. Sometimes you say, "All right, guys, let's stop. Let's think about what we're doing." But most of the time, it's just like it's mechanical. J Money, I have no idea how to answer that question. Um, sorry, that's just a really broad question that it would take a lot longer to explain and be a lot. It would confuse more than it would answer the question. So I can't really answer that. Yeah, it becomes second nature, basically. Good response there, Chad. All right, with that, I am done for today. Streamed the review for 54 minutes, 51 if you don't count the first 3 minutes. So thanks everyone for watching, and make sure to tune in on Wednesday for another episode of this. I haven't selected which game I'm going to be choosing, so if you want your game reviewed, make sure to send me it on Twitter or the YouTube comments, preferably Twitter though, and maybe you'll get reviewed on Wednesday. So thanks everyone for watching. See you next time. I haven't stopped streaming, have I? I said bye. I clicked stop streaming, and I haven't stopped streaming. Great stuff, Ryan. Yeah, I like. I've been talking to like typing to people on in the chat, Skype, and Twitter DMs. All right, bye everyone. I swear I hit the stop streaming button. I'm gonna do it again.